Movie title, Kiki's Delivery Service. Release year, 1989. Director, Hayao Miyazaki. Studio Ghibli. Genres, animation, adventure, family, fantasy, coming of age. Runtime, about 103 minutes. Based on the novel of the same name by Eiko Kodono. The story also comes from a beloved children's book, and it has been published in many countries with different beautiful editions over the years. The film follows Kiki, 13-year-old witches. She carries out the traditional rite of passage for young witches, leaving home for 1 year to live independently and hone her magical skills. Accompanied by her sarcastic, quick-witted black cat Jiji, Kiki flies to a picturesque seaside town that feels straight out of old Europe, with its cobblestone streets, red-tiled roofs, and sparkling ocean views. There, she is warmly welcomed by the kind-hearted Osano and her family, who run a cozy bakery. Grateful for their hospitality, Kiki decides to start her own broomstick delivery service, a simple yet wonderfully creative idea that lets her put her flying ability to practical use. The early days are filled with pure excitement. Kiki soars through the sky, delivers packages swiftly, and begins to make friends with the friendly townspeople. There's Tombo, the sweet, airplane-obsessed boy who dreams of flying. Ursula, the quirky yet insightful artist living in the woods. And various kind locals who bring warmth and humor to her new life. But gradually, things begin to shift. Kiki starts to feel the weight of pressure to be perfect, to prove herself, to live up to her own expectations. Slowly, her confidence erodes. Her magic, especially her ability to fly, weakens. Worst of all, Jiji can no longer speak to her. Kiki falls into a quiet crisis, wondering, am I still a witch? Who am I if I can't do this anymore? This is where the film shines brightest. Hayao Miyazaki doesn't treat magic as a convenient plot device or a superpower to fix problems. Instead, he uses it as a beautiful metaphor for the human experience, particularly creativity, passion, and self-belief. Kiki doesn't lose her powers because of a curse or an enemy. She loses them because she has become so focused on doing it right and being recognized that she forgets the pure joy that first sparked her magic. It's a deeply relatable moment for anyone who has ever felt burned out, creatively blocked, or disconnected from what once came naturally. The story gently reminds us that magic or talent, inspiration, or even happiness isn't something we can force or chase through perfection. It returns when we rediscover sincerity, playfulness, and the simple desire to help others without expecting anything in return. In the end, Kiki's journey is not about regaining superhuman power, but about reclaiming her sense of self through kindness, connection, and letting go of self-imposed pressure. It's a quiet, powerful message wrapped in one of the most charming and visually enchanting films ever made. Deep themes, coming of age independence, and losing your magic. Kiki's Delivery Service is a classic Bildungsroman coming-of-age story that quietly but powerfully captures the emotional reality of growing up. It portrays, with remarkable honesty, the feeling of leaving the safety of home, learning to stand on your own, facing setbacks, and wrestling with self-doubt. Many viewers, especially adults, see themselves reflected in Kiki, that phase of creative block, the slow drain of motivation, moments of quiet sadness, or the fear that you're no longer as special or capable as you once felt. Hayao Miyazaki delivers his message with gentle yet profound clarity. Magic, talent, passion, inspiration is not something permanent. It fades if we stop nurturing it with joy, sincerity, and playfulness. When we start treating our gifts as a performance or a way to prove our worth, they begin to slip away. Growing up doesn't mean doing everything alone. True strength often lies in accepting help, in allowing others to support you. Kiki's lowest point comes when she tries to carry everything by herself. Her recovery begins when she lets people in. Life doesn't need to be grand or dramatic. Meaning can be found in the smallest, most ordinary moments. Delivering a warm pie to someone, sharing a laugh with a friend, watching the sunset from high above the rooftops. These quiet joys are what recharge the spirit. The most moving moment in the entire film is when Kiki regains her ability to fly, not because some magical power mysteriously returns, but because she chooses to fly to save Tombo out of genuine care and concern, without any thought of proving herself. In that instant, she forgets her ego, her pressure, her fear of failure, and it is precisely when she stops trying to be a great witch that her magic flows back naturally. This is the heart of the film's wisdom. Magic returns not through force or perfection, but through selflessness, connection, and rediscovering the simple pleasure of doing something for others. In the end, Kiki's delivery service is far more than a charming animated movie. It is a gentle companion, a quiet friend that sits with you during uncertain times and reminds you, even when you feel you've lost your magic, it is never truly gone. With patience, trust, and an open heart, you can find it again, often stronger and more authentic than before. A soft, profound masterpiece that deserves to be revisited whenever life feels a little heavy or inspiration feels far away.